Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And after a pretty darn nice day yesterday, a little bit cool today, some clouds rolled in. We did see quite a bit of cloudiness, especially late morning into our afternoon. Look at this dramatic shot from this afternoon from our Wenatchee Heights cross-camera shot of the Wenatchee Valley. And thank you to Sky5 for that. Some clouds and a mixture of clouds and sun this afternoon. So really not a bad first day of fall, and welcome to fall, everyone. As we move into Tuesday, though, get ready for those autumn winds because we'll see them tomorrow, especially right here in north central Washington. The areas in orange and red will see the strongest wind speeds tomorrow. We will approach 30 miles an hour in the Wenatchee area, 36 miles an hour over in Ellensburg, and we'll see at least 30-mile-an-hour winds all along the I-90 corridor into Spokane. We'll tell you how long the winds will last, and will we see warmer temperatures? We'll talk about all that and more coming up a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A Quincy man led Soap Lake police on a 20-mile chase Sunday afternoon, reaching speeds up to 120 miles per hour. And East Wenatchee's Fire District 2 can hire 5 new firefighters thanks to a new $1 million FEMA grant. But first, we begin tonight. A pet dog was killed in a pre-dawn fire earlier today in the Monitor area. Chief Phil Mosier with Chelan County Fire District 6 says his crews were called out around 4:30 this morning to reports of a structure fire in the 3700 block of Bridge Street.
In the process of us getting there and those lays out, it sounds like there were some explosions of some propane tanks and that type of thing. The fire came out of the fifth wheel pretty quick, and the fifth wheel was actually parked next to a wood frame structure that was uninhabited, and there wasn't anything in the structure in and of itself. So it caught the outside of that one on fire and then extended inside. And then, so the gist of it right now is that the fifth wheel and the building are both destroyed, basically. The building's still standing, but you're going to have to knock it down and rebuild it.
Mosher says both the trailer and neighboring structure were destroyed. He says the man who lived in the fifth wheeler escaped unhurt, but the man's pet dog, as we mentioned, perished in that fire. The cause is under investigation. Meanwhile, a Quincy man led Soap Lake police on a 20-mile chase Sunday afternoon, reaching speeds up to 120 miles per hour. 59-year-old Robert Sharp reportedly failed to stop for a traffic signal in Soap Lake and took off through parking lots and city streets after officers attempted to pull him over. He left town on Road 20 Northeast before driving onto dirt roads in excess of 80 miles per hour. While he reached the city of Wilson Creek, he spun out at a corner and crashed into a power pole before taking off on foot. He was quickly caught by an officer and arrested on numerous charges, including driving under the influence of methamphetamines and driving with a suspended license. There also was a felony warrant for his arrest. A passenger in his vehicle was questioned and then released. Well, East Wenatchee's Fire District 2 can hire 5 new firefighters thanks to a new $1 million grant from FEMA. The Federal Emergency Management Agency bestowed its SAFER grant on Douglas County Fire District 2, which protects the East Wenatchee metro area, Pangbourne Airport, and Rock Island. The grant pays a share of wages and benefits for new firefighters over 3 years. Fire Chief Dave Baker says the district also plans to buy 2 new fire engines and a ladder truck and expects to start construction soon on a new North End fire station. Well, coming up next, 4 separate bridge inspections around Chelan County this week could slow travel. A road construction project is also coming up in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. And the Wenatchee School Board wants to hear from the public about the future of its school facilities. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
If you want to work in healthcare, choose the program that teaches the skills employers want. The Charter College Medical Assistant Program combines hands-on learning in the lab with convenient online learning, plus real-life experience with an externship. Classes start every 5 weeks, so you don't have to wait to launch your new career. Enroll with confidence, knowing Charter is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, and be ready to work in less than a year. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Welcome back. And in other news, 4 separate bridge inspections around Chelan County this week could slow travel. Chelan Public Works says the inspections will begin Tuesday on the Sleepy Hollow Bridge on Sleepy Hollow Road. That'll be from 9 a.m. to noon. 2 inspections will take place on Eniat River Road on Wednesday, the Cowan-Eniat Bridge from 8 to 11 a.m., and the new Griffith Bridge from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then on Thursday, crews will be inspecting the Chelan Falls 2 Bridge. That'll be from 10 a.m. to noon. While inspections are underway, traffic will be reduced to 1 lane on the impacted bridges, with flaggers directing traffic. Minor traffic delays are expected. Travelers are asked to find alternate routes during the bridge inspections. Well, a road construction project is also coming up in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. The project is in the Round Mountain area, about 15 miles northwest of Leavenworth. A temporary road closure will be in place on Butcher Creek Road from October 7th through October 11th, while repairs are made to a road culvert to sustain damage from a flood event back in 2018. The road will be closed at milepost 1.3 while road work is occurring. No access will be available to trails there. They're located just east of Round Mountain. The closure will not affect access to private residences below that work area. Well, the Wenatchee School Board wants to hear from the public about the future of its facilities. The board has scheduled public meetings coming up on October 9th from 7 to 7:45 p.m. at Wenatchee High School, and then again October 28th from 6 to 6:45 p.m. at Pybus Public Market. Called Community Conversations, the meetings are part of an effort to engage the public in addressing school district issues. Different topics are addressed quarterly at these meetings. Among the district's facilities issue is what to do about the crowded and aging high school. A $120 million bond measure to modernize and expand the high school failed in April of 2018. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Some jobs are a calling. They require something deeper, an innate devotion to the communities in which we live. At Gisa Credit Union, we help you support local firefighters. With every purchase you make with a Gisa Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select firefighter organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Gisa Firefighters Affinity debit card.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Your ability to help real people in our local community gain skills through free job training programs has gotten a whole lot easier. Goodwill of the Columbia is proud to announce the opening of our new 20,000 square foot store on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. Designed with you in mind, shopping at and donating to Goodwill is now easier than ever. Shop, donate, be a job creator. Goodwill. There's more behind the new store on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, a Leavenworth couple's plans for redeveloping the old Peshaston lumber mill property appear to be moving forward. NCWLIFE's Steve Hare has the details.
Bill and Jenny Goebel want to transform the property into a mix of open space, commercial, and light industrial uses on over 63,000 square feet of land. Now, the Goebels purchased the property 3 years ago from the Chelan County Port District. In fact, the county's planning department this month declared the project will not require an environmental impact statement after determining that it does not have a probable significant adverse impact on the environment. County Community Development Director Dave Kuhl says the public has until October 1st to comment on the plans. Proposal includes the construction of 5 buildings and enhancements to about 5 acres of existing open space, including redevelopment of about a half-mile of existing roadway as natural space and for wildlife viewing. The project has already received praise from the Peshaston Community Council. Steve Hare, NCWLIFE News.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, let's take a look outside our weather window once again today as we take a look down from our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera. We call it the cross camera. And look at this beautiful dramatic shot from this afternoon. Still plenty of lingering clouds. That's a lenticular cloud right there, which is a wind-driven extended cloud that we see sometimes in the mid-atmosphere, and also some higher clouds out there today. Kind of a mixed bag, wasn't it, over the weekend? Saturday, absolutely gorgeous here in north central Washington. And then yesterday, a few showers, some clouds moved in, and cooler temperatures. And we experienced those cooler temperatures once again today as well. Unofficially, our high today, 65, and that's well below where we should be for this time of year. 74 is our normal high. 54 was our low this morning. 50 is now our normal low temperature. 90 degrees, our record high, set back in 1974. Record low is a chilly one in 1996 at 36 degrees. We did pick up 3/100ths of an inch of moisture just after midnight this morning, and that gets our total now for the year up to 5.71 inches of moisture for the Wenatchee area. Sunrise 6:49, and the sun will set now before 7 o'clock at 6:57. Let's take a look and see how your Tuesday will shape up, and it looks like a pretty decent day. Warmer temperatures, but the big news for tomorrow as far as weather goes, it will be windy, and we'll talk more about that in a second. 77 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 75 in Quincy, 72 for Wenatchee and Cashmere, so most of us in the lower to mid 70s, 71 in Chelan, and 72 degrees for the high temperature tomorrow in Omak. Tonight, as we take a look at our surface loop, we will see some clouds out there, mostly cloudy skies, west winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, and just a little bit of shower activity, mainly along the Puget Sound and northwestern part of the state. You can see a very strong flow from west to east into Washington state. And here we go for Tuesday. A big wind event is expected. Mostly sunny, west winds 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts to 32 miles an hour. And that's right here in the red and purple areas. And it will be a little bit windy as we move into midweek Wednesday too. Mostly sunny, but it will be a much lighter breeze. You can see our color changes to more of a dark orange and that indicates about a 5 to 15 mile an hour wind, so not as bad for Wednesday. And then as we get to Thursday, probably our best day of the entire forecast. Partly cloudy skies. It will be a nice one. Just a few scattered clouds mainly in western Washington by Friday. Mostly cloudy skies, and yeah, a 50% chance of rain showers. Much cooler too. Notice these arrows and where they're coming down into Washington. That's dragging much colder air from Alaska and British Columbia right into Washington state, and that makes for a cool Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies, a 40% chance of rain, and look at the snow around, especially back into Montana and the Rockies. A big snow event is expected for this weekend, mainly because much cooler temperatures. AM showers possible for us on Sunday, and then partly cloudy by afternoon. It will remain cool, and still some scattered snow showers in those Cascades. Let's take a look now at your quick Lube and Tunes 7-day forecast. Tonight we'll drop down to 68 degrees. Once again, 20% chance for rain showers tonight. Warm and windy for your Tuesday. 72 degrees tomorrow, 71 on Wednesday, and then we begin a big cool down. Mostly sunny and 68 for the high temperature on Thursday, but look at those temperatures Friday through Sunday. Well below normal, a 50% chance of rain on Friday and 60, a 40% chance for rain as we kick off our weekend Saturday, and only 58. And then our expected high for Sunday, morning showers, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Our high on Sunday, only 59 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Only one dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. The Seahawks got punched in the mouth by the Saints on Sunday, and Coach Pete Carroll got hit in the nose in his team's 33-27 loss. New Orleans returned the first punt of the game for a 53-yard touchdown, then scored on a fumble return of 33 yards to post a 14-7 lead. Saints added scores on its final drive of the first half and opening drive of the second half to take a commanding 27-7 lead. Coach Pete Carroll was hit in the nose by a football in pregame warm-up, saying afterwards it was just one of those days.
It was an unusual game. So many things happened in this game that we just hurt ourselves. Even the coach got hurt in this one. But he made mistakes and errors, the big plays, the returns, and the mistake in the kicking game that gives them another chance for another touchdown that's like a turnover. We just had a really hard time getting out of our own way. Sometimes the game goes like that, and you just can't get out of your own way. You make the mistakes that cause the problems, and you try to recover, and we just didn't get it done. I had a particularly bad day and stuff. I just didn't. There's too many chances I had to make some things happen, and I tried too hard at times, and kind of got in the flow of it, and just really disappointed across the board. They played really good. They played really hard and tough. The running back was fantastic. Was a big factor in the game. He didn't tackle very well, and it just led to a really hard game. We're just playing behind the whole time.
Russell Wilson finished 32 for 50 for 406 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also rushed for 51 yards and has scored twice on the ground. Seattle takes its 2-1 record into Arizona Sunday to face the 0-2-1 Cardinals. On the Les Schwab College football scoreboard from Saturday, UCLA overcame a 32-point deficit and Anthony Gordon's record-setting 9 touchdown passes to beat Washington State 67-63. The two teams combined for over 1,300 yards of offense. Jacob Eason tossed 3 touchdown passes as number 22 Washington had no trouble on the road against BYU, winning it 45-19. Idaho jumped out to a 28-0 halftime lead and rolled up 223 yards rushing to beat Eastern Washington 35-27. Cannon Racanelli threw for 237 yards and a touchdown and ran for another to lead Central Washington past Western New Mexico 36-27. Turning back the page to last Friday and the Les Schwab Prep football scoreboard, starting things off in the Big Nine, Wenatchee demolished Mount Boucherie's 61-0. You had a feeling it would be that kind of a game with the opening kickoff.
As Eric mentioned, Mount Boucherie will kick it off and into the direction of J.J. Jelsing. Catches it over his head. That's a nice baseball catch. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's got the corner, and he's gone. 50, 40, down to the 20, 10. Opening kickoff, touchdown, J.J. Jelsing.
92 yards on the kickoff return for J.J. Jelsing. And as you mentioned, Grant, that ball was well over his head. He's able to track it down, and a great job creating the wall by the kickoff return team for Wenatchee. And just like that, the Panthers strike first.
As we dip under 1 minute now left to go first quarter. Panthers threatening again, already an 8-0 lead. Sermon shotgun, quick pass out in the flat. It's Mezcua all the way across the 2, the 1 into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. 15 yards from Sermon to Mezcua, and the Panthers on the board again. Sermon handoff straight up the middle, nothing fancy this time. Blauman easily in for the Panther touchdown. 2 yards for Nate Blauman, that was easy. And the Panthers add to that lead now, 22-0. First drive of the night, they had the ball, I think they had 9 plays, another high snap, and there goes Matidi all the way back into the end zone. That should be a safety, and it is, and the Panthers pick up 2 quick points. 25-0, Panthers lead it already. Sermon back to pass. He is going deep into the end zone. Jelsing catches it. Touchdown.
Esquivel.
It is Esquivel. Touchdown, Panthers. 35 yards. Boom. Just like that one play. 31-0.
Yeah, not much of a game on Friday night, and after a close first half, Eastmont opened it up in the second half, downing Ellensburg by a final 42-13. Moses Lake is off to an 0-3 start after falling to Post Falls, Idaho, 48-27. In the Caribou Trail League on Friday, Mount Baker rolled over Cascade 42-2 to hand the Kodiaks their first loss of the season. Kashmir defended the home field with a 55-21 win over Wapato, and Chelan walloped South Woodby 41-6. Quincy was a winner Friday in Central Washington Athletic Conference play, 26-6 over Grandview, and Prosser shut out Ephrata 30-0. Central Washington B-League football Friday, Manson gunned down Liberty Christian 50-30, and he had beat up Bridgeport 62-24, and Wilbur Creston shut out Waterville Mansfield 44-0. Also some action on the prep soccer surface on Saturday. Wenatchee beat Davis 4-0. Eastmont took care of Lewis and Clark 4-0. Moses Lake edged West Valley 4-3, and Quincy and Wahluke played to a 0-0 tie. On the Les Schwab prep volleyball scoreboard, Connell beat Cascade 3-1. Coyote Benton topped the Kodiaks 3-2. Meanwhile, Chelan beat both Connell and Kai-B 3-0. Waterville Mansfield also a winner Saturday, defeating Orville 3-0. Well, the Wenatchee Wild improved to 5-0-0-1 over the weekend with a sweep of Trail and Merritt at the Town Toyota Center. Brian Adams scored 2 goals, and Brett Chorsky added another as Wenatchee topped Trail Friday 3-1. Then on Saturday, Wenatchee got 2 goals from Nick Caffarelli and 1 each from Dallas Farrell, Trevor Grabel, and Brian Adams in a 5-2 victory. The Wild spend the next 2 weeks
weeks on the road, beginning Friday in Chilliwack and Saturday in Merritt. Next home game, October 11th against West Kelowna. Another season is in the books at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval. Garrett Evans won the Neil Newberry 125 Thundercar main event, as Spokane's Frank Varner picked up the checkered flag in the Thundercars main event. First in the Roadrunners finale was R.T. Greiner out of East Wenatchee, and Okanagan's Evan Getz was first in the Bandoleros. Marcos Gonzalez gave up only 3 hits, one of which a home run by Chris Davis. That was the difference in the bottom of the 7th. Baltimore beat Seattle 2-1 yesterday. Gonzalez dropped to 16-12 on the season with a loss, going 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Shed Long and Tim Lopes each had a couple of hits for the Mariners. After losing 2 of 3 to the Orioles, Seattle returns home for the first of the final 6 games of the season, beginning tomorrow night against Houston. Also in the American League West on Sunday, Houston clinched the American League title in the West by downing the Angels 13-5. George Springer 3 home runs in the game. Justin Verlander his 20th win. Astros come into Seattle with a 102-54 record. Willie Calhoun homered twice to lead Texas past Oakland 8-3. The A's lead in the American League wildcard race 2 games over both Tampa Bay and Cleveland. Finally, here's a look ahead at the sports week on the NCWLIFE channel beginning tomorrow night. It is soccer. Lee Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee hosts Eastmont in Big 9 girls soccer. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wiesen with your play-by-play at 7. Then on Thursday, Grant and I will be with you, Wenatchee and Eisenhower from Lee Bofto Field. Finally on Friday, Friday Night Lights has Eastmont and West Valley. Both teams off to a 3-0 start. Grant and Steve Sandman with the play-by-play. Whew, that's a lot of sports. Have a good Monday night. Grant, it's back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And finally tonight, after 31 years of service, Grant County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Colin Heyer signed off for the final time on Friday. It was an emotional moment for he and his co-workers.
GT10, GT10. I'd like to thank everyone at MAP, Grant County Sheriff's Office, and the other agencies that Grant County have worked with for the last 31 years. It's been a good ride. Thank you. Show me out of service.
Matt, Grant County, GT10. It has been an honor and a privilege to have been here for you throughout your career. Congrats on 31 years with the Sheriff's Office, 6 as a reserve, and 25 career. It is no easy task to wish you farewell. So how about happy trails? We wish you all the best on your future endeavors and hope to never hear your name being run during a traffic stop. All units on law dispatch, be advised this is the final out of service for the former GT83, GT57, GT20, GT5, now officially the former GT10. All the best, Colin Heyer. Godspeed. Time now, 12:05.
All right.
And congratulations to Sergeant Heyer, and enjoy your retirement. And if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCWLIFE Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCWLIFE channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. and the arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life Channel is your local TV station.
I am Dan Coots. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water, now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life Channel.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.